to the Cook Center Bell Family Arena and tonight's Heart of America matchup featuring Graceland University and your Pioneers. Now will everyone please rise for the opening invocation by Mr. Lenny Ziegler and then remain standing for the national anthem.
Heavenly Father, we thank you for this day. Thank you for your love. Pray that you will be with these athletes tonight, bless them, keep them safe. Just have a great time enjoying this game of basketball. We ask it in the name of Jesus. Amen.
Tonight's starting lineups, first for Graceland University. Starting at guard, 5'7" sophomore from Independence, Missouri, number 12, Rachel Bunton. At the other guard, 5'6" sophomore from Mountain City, Missouri, number 13, Victoria Nallman. At the other guard, 5'7" junior from Macomb, Illinois, number 20, Sophia Whitford. At forward, 5'8" junior from Plattsburgh, Missouri, number 21, Brooke Vermeer. And at the other forward, 5'10" sophomore from Stanberry, Missouri, number 34, Madeline Sager. Graceland is coached by Ian Tran, assisted by Ian Hyperley. And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing your Pioneers. Starting at guard, 5'6" sophomore from Kansas City, Missouri, number 2, Jordan Gonzalez. At the other guard, 5'7" junior from Ashland, Missouri, number 20, Treshawn Smith. At forward, 6'1" senior from Lenexa, Kansas, number 22, Mackenzie Lowe. At forward, 6-foot freshman from Stillwell, Kansas, number 30, Ariel Sargent. And at center, 6'2" junior from Carl Johnson, Missouri, number 42, Megan Scott. Pioneers are coached by John Lewis, assisted by Emily M. Johnson, Nate Edson, and Drew Ebro. Tonight's referees are Larry Hare, Darius Daniel, and Jim Pops.
And good evening, everyone. Welcome inside the Bell Family Arena as we are ready for tip-off. As the visiting Graceland University comes into town to take on your Mid-American Nazarene University Pioneers. Hope everyone was able to get outside if you're local and enjoy what looks like our last nice day for a while. We'll start feeling more like basketball season by the end of the week. The officials delaying the start of the game for some such reason. Here we go. Now we're ready to get underway. Megan Scott handles for the Pioneers. They will have first chance on offense. Treshawn Smith Handling point guard duties, again, Michaela Gooch still out with injury. Jordan Gonzalez back after missing a couple games. Pioneers go down low. Ball is taken away. Megan Scott had it knocked out of her hands. Here comes Graceland. This is Nauman, the point guard. And working the ball around the perimeter. Getting it to Sager. Sager not able to create, so again, ball worked around the perimeter. Halfway through the shot clock. Now they're going to take a chance down low. Trying to work on Megan Scott. Megan Scott with the block. Scott's first block of the game. Gonzalez quickly the other way for the Pioneers. Errant pass, but Scott able to corral it. Goes back to Trellshawn Smith, top of the key. Now they go down low to Mackenzie Lowe. She's just going to take a dribble. Kicks it back out to Sargent. Sargent back up top to Smith. Ball being worked around. Jordan Gonzalez for three. Looks short, is short. Megan Scott not able to handle the rebound. Now quickly. Here comes Graceland. Nauman drives, dishes it out. The Pioneers are able to get back in time to stop the transition offense. Great pass down low, but dribbling through is Graceland. Now they're going to try another shot on Scott. Nope, hits the cutting player. Now Mackenzie Lowe credited with a block. Trellshawn Smith going to try and create. We're still sitting here at all zeros. Minute and a half gone by. I think that was supposed to be an entry pass down low. Jordan Gonzalez missed it, shall we say. The pass was a hair high. So Graceland, the Yellow Jackets, feeding it down low into the post. This is Sager. Sager's going to kick the ball back out. Gets it to Bunton, and now knocked away. Trellshawn Smith. Oh, that's an intriguing call by the official. Ball got knocked loose. Trellshawn Smith was actually able to come up with it, but the official is going to call an over and back on Graceland. And so I guess he feels that they touched it first in the backcourt. And that kind of takes away the steal from Trellshawn Smith. She had an easy, uncontested layup. But the play was stopped, and now the Pioneers will inbound at half court. They'll have a full shot clock. Again, both sides looking to break this tie. The Yellow Jackets are in a zone defense, a 2-3. Mackenzie Lowe drives, dishes it off to Megan Scott. She again gets her shot blocked. Able to get a rebound, can't hit the follow. Now goes to Lowe. Lowe, a little shot from inside the paint. And Mackenzie Lowe able to come up with 2 points. The Yellow Jackets quickly down the floor, though. Going to try again on Scott, and this time Scott commits the foul. The basket is good. This is by Brooke Vermeer. She's able to come up with 2 points. She's fouled. She'll go to the line for one more. And with that, Anna Ralston's going to check in. Scott not able to hit on the offensive end. Now commits the foul on the defensive end. They're going to just sit her down for a moment. Free throw is up and good. Graceland now with the lead. And now a press is on. Pioneers are fortunate. They have 2 bona fide point guards right now on the floor in Gonzalez and Smith. And they're able to break the press with no issues. Now Mackenzie Lowe has it. Drops it off with Ralston. Ralston, a long pass out to Sargent. Sargent can't collect it. It goes off of her fingertips and out of bounds.
Let's go!
Turnover on the Pioneers. Ball back to the Yellow Jackets. 2.5 minutes gone by, and it's only 3-2 here in the first quarter. And now here's a drive. Dishes out. And now the Yellow Jackets don't look like they have what they wanted set up. They're going to try and reset their half-court offense. That looked like a broken play. When you have a lot of players in the same area, it's a pretty broken play. There's a shot. No good. Rebound by Gonzalez for the Pioneers. Gonzalez racing up the left side. Goes to Sargent. Sargent, a nice head fake. Driving to the rim. Drives all the way through. Kicks it out. Smith for 3. No good. Too strong. Rebounded by the Yellow Jackets. Now they feed the ball into the post. This is going to be Vermeer and Ralston one-on-one. And Vermeer is called for the travel. Good defense by Ralston. And again, the press is on by the Yellow Jackets. They're able to get across the ball by the Pioneers to Ralston. To Lowe. Lowe for 3. No good. And Anna Ralston not able to collect the rebound, but they're going to say it was knocked out of bounds last touch by Graceland. Sargent now inbounds to Ralston. Ralston kicks it. Gonzalez wide open. 3 on the way. Got it. Jordan Gonzalez was open, and I mean by a mile, able to knock down that three-point shot. Graceland lost her off the inbound play. And with that, the Pioneers come up with 3 points. So 5-3 now. Illegal screen. Who are they going to call this on? This was Rachel Bunton called for the personal foul. Now, Trelshawn Smith is going to take a seat. Lydia Austinson checks in for the Pioneers. Gonzalez and Austinson. There again, awaiting the press. Gonzalez across half court to Austinson. Down low to Mackenzie Lowe. She kicks it out. Gonzalez whips it around. Sargent for three. Big bounce, no good. And rebounded by the Yellow Jackets. And here they come, quickly down the floor. Here comes Nauman. Nauman ahead of the field. The pass to the post. Dishes out. Three on the way. Ooh, missed everything. Ariel Sargent able to collect for the Pioneers. She goes quickly ahead to Gonzalez. Gonzalez down low to Ralston. Ralston takes the contact and hits the layup on the right side. So Anna Ralston with 2 points. Pioneers with the 4-point lead, 7-3 here in the first quarter. So now Vermeer gets it up top. Back to Nauman. Nauman's going to try and drive. Dishes it off. Ooh, Vermeer got left open. She tries to hit a cutting player. Too many passes, though, and they're getting bounced around. And now stolen. Lydia Austinson has it all alone left side. Layup up, and she missed the bunny, but steals it right back. Oh, boy, now an offensive foul is going to be called on Austinson. Everything went wrong on that play for Lydia Austinson.
Offensive foul number 1, Lydia Austinson.
That was,
That's her first.
I think both sides, I'm not being biased, both sides would say that was a wonderful flop on the defender. It got the call, so hey, it worked. Can't knock it if it works, right? So the personal foul is on Austinson. Ball back to the Yellow Jackets. All right, up the floor is Victoria Nauman. Nauman conducting her offense. Just checked into the game is Heaven, oh boy, I'm going to mess this up, Mubarak. I'm going to try that. If I'm wrong, please correct me. This is a great time to point out we do have this nice streaming service and the chat room with it, so we've been using the chat room all year for exactly things like this. If I am saying her name wrong, correct me in the chat room. I can see it. Sargent for three, no good, too strong. And Ralston not able to secure the rebound. This one ping-ponging off a lot of people. And they're going to say it stays with the Pioneers. Sargent will inbound from right in front of the Graceland bench. Gets it into Ralston. Back to Sargent. Up top to Gonzalez. Gonzalez left side. Sargent now feeds the post. They kick it out. Austinson open for three. Got it! Lydia Austinson knocks down the three-point shot. But Nauman is quickly the other way. Boy, she is all the way down, and her shot is blocked. I think Ralston gets credited for that block. And now Graceland was never able to really get their hand on the ball. It got knocked around, and Pioneers come up with it. Ralston says, I want to try a three. No good. Misses off the right side. 10-3 is your score. Graceland, they send it down low. They're going to take on Ralston underneath. Ooh, good shot, but no good. Just left a little short. Pioneers with the rebound. Gonzalez down to Mackenzie Lowe, and Mackenzie Lowe got a hand on it, just couldn't corral it. And now Emily Sheldon is going to check in. And let's see, Ariel Sargent will take a seat.
Number 15, Caitlin Manning.
Let's see, checking in for the Yellow Jackets, Caitlin Manning has come into the game. So Nauman up the right side of the floor. Goes to Manning. Manning around the screen, driving. Pioneers are able to stop her progress, but nice feed down low. And able to come up with the two-point shot was Madeline Sager. So Sager credited for 2 points. Ball gets knocked free. Gonzalez just lost it. Nauman ahead of the field. Her layup, too strong, but the follow no good. And the Pioneers, amazingly fortunate. And with that, Coach Lewis calls the timeout. He has seen enough of this nonsense, wants to talk things over with the squad. We have 3:18 remaining in the, what are we in? We're in the first quarter still. And scores 10-5 in favor of the Pioneers. So we'll be right back. Well, actually, no, it was only 30-second timeout. We're not going to go anywhere. We got nowhere to be. What about you guys? You with me? Light up the chat room. It's quiet. It's too quiet. This is our last regular season night together for a doubleheader. If you can believe it, the season's already starting to wind down. So our last night of having a women's and men's game. The Pioneers had one of their home games rescheduled. The women are going to play at 5:30 on Monday, February 22nd. That is my birthday, so I will not be calling the game. Instead, you're going to get men's assistant coach Nate Launis with the play-by-play on Monday, February 22nd, so that'll be fun. He's good, and he tells a lot more jokes than I do.
Just send it up the...
And now here's a loose ball on the floor. I think a jump ball is going to be called.
Jump ball possession, Graceland.
And so the ball is going to go back to the Yellow Jackets. So Trelshawn Smith checks back into the game. Jordan Gonzalez can take a seat. Jalen Irvin had to get a shoe tied, so that caused the delay. Now we're ready to go. Again, Graceland trailing by 5. Nauman up the floor. I think Nauman still has yet to see the bench. She's been playing the entire first quarter. Really kind of been the leader on offense. Now they go to Mubarak, down low to Manning. Manning had Emily Sheldon in the post, and Sheldon, very short player for the Pioneers, was able to hold her own down there, causes the miss by Manning. Now Trelshawn Smith with it for the Pioneers, around the screen from Jalen Irvin, still trying to create. Kicks it out to Sheldon. Sheldon a head fake, drives, dishes. Now in the corner, open for 3 on the way, no good by Austinson. And now Anna Ralston was able to knock the ball off of a Graceland defender, so the ball's going to stay with the Pioneers. They'll have 20 seconds on their shot clock when play resumes. Official had to fix his mask. Make sure your mask is on. There you go. I will say right now on the floor, the Pioneers have 2 players wearing masks, in Irvin and Sheldon, and all the credit in the world to them. There's no way that's easy. Now Trelshawn Smith tries to thread the needle down low to Ralston. Pass is sent out of bounds by the defense, but it's going to stay with the Pioneers. So Bozic checks in for the Pioneers. Sheldon's going to take a seat. Pioneers going to their bench early and often in this game. 2:20 remaining in the first quarter. Austinson, long pass into Ralston. Ralston gets it across to Austinson in the corner. Double team comes. And they're going to say last touch by Austinson, so that's going to actually be a turnover on the Pioneers. And they only have 3 seconds left on their shot clock. Now Nauman heading up the floor. Camera will catch up with her eventually. There we go. Nauman, high post to Mubarak. She sends it out. Irvin able to tip it away, but it's going to stay with the Yellow Jackets. Irvin did a good job jumping the passing lanes there. Now Manning looking for the inbound, able to get it into Nauman. Nauman back to Manning. Up top to Sager. Now they work it around to Nauman again. Down low. Mubarak has it. Anna Ralston picks her up. Difficult off-balance shot. Rebounded by Jalen Irvin. She gets it to Trelshawn Smith. Trelshawn quickly up the floor. Left side. Goes to Irvin. Back to Trelshawn. Whoa, and now Trelshawn tried to pass to Bozic in the corner, but airmailed that one by a lot. Passing for the Pioneers has not been exactly crisp here in the first quarter. Nauman now heading up the far side of your screen. Goes to Sager up top. Down low to Mubarak. Knocked away by Ralston. Good defense by Anna Ralston. Read that pass the entire way. Was able to knock it to a teammate. Ralston credited with the steal. Trelshawn Smith picks up her dribble. She's stuck and now taken away. Telegraphed pass. And down the floor. Layup up and good. That was Rachel Bunton with the steal in the basket. 10-7. Now again, Trelshawn Smith sends a pass. What would be into the first row if we had fans where they usually sit. So changes being made all around. Jordan Gonzalez and Ariel Sargent return. If you haven't been catching up with the Pioneers lately, Kayla Gooch out with injury for the last few weeks, and her presence has been noticeably missed. Just in the whole, ball control the pace of the game situation. Here's another ball taken away now. Irvin comes up with the steal for the Pioneers. So Now a long pass down the floor, knocked out of bounds by Graceland, but a dangerous pass again for the Pioneers. I don't think either squad's going to put this first quarter on their 2021 highlight reel. Jordan Gonzalez, good move, trying to get around Nauman. Goes up top to Bozic, now to Sargent. Down low in the post to Irvin, double team comes, she kicks it out. Gonzalez for three, no good, and that's rebounded by the Yellow Jackets. Here comes Nauman, game clock and shot clock separated by 2 seconds. Nauman going to try and create, now ball being worked around the perimeter. Bunton coming back to her right. Woo, a bullet pass to Nauman, who was only about 3 feet away from her. Good job from Nauman, not getting knocked out by that pass. Able to control it. They're taking the shot clock all the way down. Sargent picks her up. Nauman still driving to and taken away by Sargent. Sargent. Oh! The Pioneers got destroyed by a bad buzzer. Oh, man. The shot clock buzzer went off and everyone stopped, but the Pioneers offense still had about 3 seconds left. 2 seconds, 2 to 3. So anyway, that's going to do it for this magical first quarter of basketball. 10-7 is your score after the first 10 minutes. We're going to step away for 60 seconds, and we'll be right back. All right, both sides heading back onto the floor. We're ready for second quarter action. As we're going to 10-7. And the Pioneers are going to start the second quarter with the ball. Sargent into Gonzalez, and we're underway. So this is a new zone look. A 1-1-3 being shown, so Graceland is really trying to cut off the bigs for the Pioneers, especially with Megan Scott back on the floor. Dangerous pass. Bozic able to chase that down, but this zone is giving the Pioneers fits right now. Now they go down low, and Mackenzie Lowe again can't handle the pass. This time she had 2 hands on it. Boy, Mackenzie Lowe just struggling to corral those entry passes. And there's a lot of bodies and a lot of things happening underneath the basket. So we'll see what the Yellow Jackets come up with on their first opportunity here in the second quarter. They get it to Manning. Manning working, still working. Oh boy, fancy layup, able to hit it for 2 points. Kind of scooped it right under Megan Scott's outstretched arms. 10-9 is your score. Pioneers over to Sargent. High post to Mackenzie Lowe, and Mackenzie Lowe swarmed. Goes down low to Scott. Scott, reverse layup, won't fall. Gets her own rebound. And now able to put it in for the follow. So Megan Scott comes up with 2 points. So Nauman down the floor for Graceland. They go high post, now spinning. Oh boy, there's a block. Megan Scott sends that shot back from whence it came. Vermeer gonna have some nightmares about Megan Scott after that one. And now we've got a foul on the play. This is going to be on Graceland. The officials want to know who it's on. I didn't see the signal either. So Madeline Sager called for the personal foul. The scorer's table needed a little explanation on that. I'm glad they did, because I did too. All right, we're back underway. Pioneers up by 3 with the ball. The little 3-quarter court press is back on for Graceland. So Gonzalez able to get her across half court. Goes to Sargent. Sargent to Scott. Scott kicks it out. Long pass now to Trelshawn Smith, who just returned. She feeds the post to Mackenzie Lowe. Mackenzie Lowe dishes it out. Gonzalez for 3. Short, no good. Rebounded by Nauman. And now ahead of the field. Layup up and good on the left side. As Rachel Bunton was able to outrun the Pioneer defense. And with that, the Pioneer lead is only one at 12-11 with 8:10 remaining in the first half of action. Coach Lewis for the Pioneers calls a timeout. Wants to talk things over after the Pioneers were just torched in the transition game. I'd bring you the stats, but there's nobody with more than 4 points right now. It's been a very low-scoring affair. At halftime, we'll get all the first half stats. This game is going to come down to a lot of turnovers and then shooting percentage. Neither team exactly lighting it up from the floor right now. All right, Graceland heading back out, and they're heading for that press. Pioneers need to be aware. Smith has it. Gets it across half court. Trailshawn Smith still working with Nauman on her. Nauman able to knock the pass away. Trailshawn Smith chases it down. Gets it to Gonzalez. Pioneers halfway through their shot clock. High post to Scott. Scott going to drive. She is fouled by a lot. Good luck on the officials because about 3 people had hands on her. And on that one, they're going to call Caitlin Manning for the personal.
Second team foul.
Checking in for her first minutes of the evening, Rachel Siebold coming off the bench for the Pioneers. Megan Scott's first free throw attempt. Too strong. Does not fall. She's going to have one more. And that's too strong as well. Missed them both. Pioneers got to race back because, boy, I tell you, almost able to get behind him again was Bunton. Bunton is just looking for that long, fast break opportunity. They go down low. Sager kicks it out. Ball being worked around. Here's a drive. Difficult shot. Now a foul's going to be called. Who are they going to get for this? It's going to be on the Pioneers. Megan Scott? Indeed it is. Megan Scott called for the personal.
That's her second personal.
So with that, Anna Ralston heading back into the ball game. Scott just not able to get out of the starter blocks tonight. Been a struggle. So Graceland looking, trying to inbound. They're able to get the ball in. And that should be a travel. Indeed it is. Travel is called. There's one too many steps trying to spin in the paint. Again, it's hard to spin away from both Mackenzie Lowe and Anna Ralston. And it's just more spinning than anyone can do. Now Siebold has her pass taken away. And now they throw it right into the hands of Siebold. So nothing hurt there for the Pioneers. Ralston to Siebold, down low to Mackenzie Lowe. Lowe working in the post. And whoa! Little left-handed shot, just kind of shot puttered it in. It bounces on the rim a couple times and drops home. 2 points for the Pioneers, gets their lead back to 3, 14-11. Now Sager moving it around to Manning, to Nauman, down low, knocked away by Anna Ralston, but it's going to stay with Graceland.
Substitution for Graceland, number 23.
So Mubarak comes back into the game. I mean, she's height, if you can't really tell on the screen, which I know we have kind of a faraway angle at times. Sometimes it's hard to tell. But she's probably the tallest player that I've seen Graceland put out there. So Ralston picks her up, down to 5 on the shot clock. They go to Sager down low. Mackenzie Lowe is on her. Difficult shot, no good. And Lowe just back taps that to Gonzalez. And here come the Pioneers. They go to Siebold. Siebold, little jab step, gets it to Mackenzie Lowe. Mackenzie Lowe spins in the paint. Left-handed shot, no good again. Well, left-handed little shot put action again. Not another miss, but that was a miss. I'll learn to talk someday. This is not that day. And now here's a pass taken away by Ralston. Can she keep it alive? Her save goes right to Nauman. And now here's a shot, no good. Mackenzie Lowe with the rebound for the Pioneers. Like I said, neither side going to put this one on their highlight reel. As of yet, you never know. Things could change. There's a pass down low. Ralston kicks it out. Siebold for 3, too strong. Rebound goes right to Mackenzie Lowe. She's in the paint. Layup up and good on the left side for Mackenzie Lowe. Leadership there from Mackenzie Lowe. She didn't panic down there. She was able to hit a nice shot. Pioneers extend their lead to 5. It's 16-11 with 5:46 remaining in the second quarter. Timeout called by the head coach of Graceland. I'd like to talk things over before it gets out of hand. Just a 30-second timeout, so we're going to keep things right here. Again, you all are being way too quiet in the chat room. I don't know, do they use chat room anymore? Is that still a correct term? I know it was a long time ago. No, YouTube even calls it that. I'm looking. They call it a chat room, so. Let us know where you're watching from, who you're rooting for, who's your school, who's your player. The only person talking in here is my daughter. Not that I mind. Hi, Lana. But if you're watching, talk to us. There we go. There's somebody. And I can feel the excitement behind that woohoo. I appreciate it. All right, here we go. Graceland will be inbounding. The Pioneers are going to come out of this break with a little full court pressure they're going to put on. Into the game now is Vincent for Graceland, seeing her first action. Vincent has it up top. She's wearing number 10. Looks like a point guard. Going to spell Nauman. Now Vincent with it, working on her left. Ariel Sargent picks her up. Ariel Sargent much taller. The entry pass is knocked around, and the Pioneers are able to come up with it. Seabold has it. There we go. Now we got some people talking, and now Mubarak, good defensive play, was able to deny the entry pass to Anna Ralston down low. So the Pioneers will inbound from the baseline. Ariel Sargent will handle the inbounding duties from the baseline. 24 seconds left on the shot clock. Sargent looking, able to get it into Mackenzie Lowe. Down low to Ralston. Ralston kicks it out to Austinson. Back to Mackenzie Lowe. She was open for 3. Got it! Oh, they called it a 2. The official signaled 2. Her toe must have tapped the line there. Now Nauman to Vincent. Vincent driving shot over Anna Ralston. Difficult shot. Ralston's a lot taller. That was not easy. Not able to hit. Gonzalez long pass. Has Austinson. Ooh, Austinson tried to put it right down low to Mackenzie Lowe. And good closing speed by Mubarak. Able to knock that pass away. The Pioneers able to get it back in. Austinson has it, working to her right. Gets it to Gonzalez. Gonzalez, long pass over to Sargent. Back to Gonzalez. This play looks broken. They go high post to low. She's just going to turn around from 15 feet. No good. And that's rebounded by Graceland. Now Nauman quickly up the floor. Gonzalez able to stop her. They go down low to Mubarak. Pass is knocked away. And they're going to say last touch by Graceland. So the ball's going to go back to the Pioneers. Now Brooke Vermeer heads back onto the floor for Graceland. Austinson ending Gonzalez. And the pressure will still be on. They get it over to Austinson. Austinson across half court. Here comes the double team. Pass is tipped, but Gonzalez was able to get it. Nauman playing tight defense. And now the pass taken away. Gonzalez's pass didn't have enough mustard on it. Here's a layup on the other end, up and good. The Pioneers are having so much difficulties, shall we say, with this trap defense being played by Graceland. Now Gonzalez, long pass ahead to Mackenzie Lowe. They kick it out. Austinson now back to Gonzalez. Sargent on the move. Sargent gets it. A little too far behind the three-point line. Couldn't hoist a shot. Gonzalez will, though. Had a good spot. Up and good. Nothing but the bottom of the net for Jordan Gonzalez. 21-13 is your score. Pioneers on top. Now Vincent up the floor. Working to her left. Gets it over to Bunton. Bunton out of Nauman. Nauman back to Vincent. Trying to feed it down low and take it away. Ooh, boy, I thought Ariel Sargent had taken it away, but got wrestled off the ball. They kick it out to Nauman. Nauman not able to hit the 3. Rebounded by Jordan Gonzalez, and here come the Pioneers. Gonzalez tried to pass down low. Vincent saw it coming the whole way. Steps in there, knocks it away. Graceland heading up the floor now. They go into the post of Vermeer, and the travel's going to be called on Vermeer. And it was half of a bobble when she caught that pass, but her feet kept moving. So with that, new players coming on. Whitford has come on for Graceland, and let's see, Caitlin Manning has returned. Austinson trying to get her across half court. Picked up her dribble, now is in big trouble. And the foul's going to be called. Nauman. A little too much of a hip check. Helps her up off the deck, though. Pioneers bailed out by that foul call. They'll have 3 seconds to get across half court. Now they're going to try and double team Jordan Gonzalez. So they get it into Ralston. Ralston hands it back to Austinson. Austinson over to Gonzalez. Now Austinson almost along the baseline. Long pass out to Sargent. Sargent's going to drive. Tries to dish it off. Knocked away. These passes down low are not working out well. Now Nauman sends it down low. Vermeer spins on Ralston. Shot won't fall. Boy, that did everything but drop. And then able to get the rebound. Can't hit the follow. And now we're going to have a whistle. Good grief. So much happening, yet nothing happening. This is going to be on Jordan Gonzalez. So just a first personal on Jordan Gonzalez. Graceland inbounding from their baseline. Long pass out. They get it to Manning. Manning has it top of the key. Going to try and drive on Austinson. Kicks it out. Gets it into the hands of Vermeer. Now Vermeer sends it down low to Sager. Sager shot erased by Mackenzie Lowe. Passes it back out. Nauman for three. Too strong, no good. Long rebound goes to Jordan Gonzalez. Ralston ahead of the field. The pass was too strong for Anna Ralston, but she was able to kind of knock it backwards to Sargent. And Sargent comes up with 2 points. All credit on that play goes to Anna Ralston, who kept it alive. Now they send it down low. Whistle blown. This is going to be on the floor. Let's see which Pioneer they get for this. Officials seem to be looking in Anna Ralston's direction. Indeed, he was. So first personal on Ralston. Pioneers leading by 10, 23-13. The 1:43 remaining in the second quarter. Ooh. Second quarter. Graceland looking, trying to get it in. Ooh, they get it in right at that 5 count. And now a whistle blown. And who are they going to get for this? This was away from the ball. And this is going to be on Mackenzie Lowe.
That's her first, 4th team foul.
Okie dokie. So, got to be honest, didn't see it. It was away from the ball. So, I cannot venture a guess on if it was a good call or a bad call. It was an intriguing call. We're going to go with that. Now, Mubarak is going to be called for the travel. She caught the pass, did a little hop before she tried to put the ball down for the dribble. Can't do that. So, another turnover. This one on the Yellow Jackets. That trap is on. Gonzalez ahead to Austinson. She's got to get it across half court. Pioneers are taking too much time. Oh, it barely does. Oh, no! He called the 10-second violation. No. Oh, my. So that's going to be a 10-second violation on the Pioneers. Ball back to the Yellow Jackets. That one I can say I definitely disagree with. Pass was absolutely already in the air and across half court. Anywho, now they go down low. Shot is up, off the glass, and that's good. 2 points for Brooke Vermeer. Pioneers still trying to break this press. Gonzalez working. Across half court to Sargent. Sargent back to Austinson. In the post to Ralston. Ralston hits Irvin, who is cutting to the rim. She's fouled. Layup is up and good. Anna Ralston is having a great second quarter here. That was a wonderful pass. Irvin, a good cut. She's fouled. Layup is good. Going to the line for one more. Irvin's free throw on the way. No good. Too strong. Pioneers shooting horribly from the charity stripe. I'm pretty sure they're 0 for 3. Now, ball being worked around the perimeter. Now, here comes the double team. Gonzalez knocked the ball free, but able to recover was Graceland. They get it to Mubarak. Mubarak kicks it out to Manning. Manning, a good head fake, drives, and Ralston erases the shot. Pioneers trying to outrun him, and now Mubarak sends Austinson shot back from whence it came. It's going to be last touched by Graceland. There's a replay of Jalen Irvin. So we have 25.1 seconds remaining. Officials talking to the table. Not 100% sure why. They left the table saying perfect, so indeed we are. We're going to go with that. They get the pass into Ralston. Ralston out to Gonzalez. Gonzalez for three. No good. Long rebound up for grabs. And Jordan Gonzalez comes up with it. 15 seconds left in the half. Gonzalez looking. She's got to look out. Here comes the defense. They were trying to get her with their head looking at her bench. Sergeant Gonzalez for three. Too strong, no good. Ralston with a chance to follow. Got it from 13 feet. And that's going to do it for the first half of action.
Mid-America 27, Graceland 15.
Great shot, or great quarter by Anna Ralston. Good grief. 27-15 is your score going into the half. So we're going to set the clock for 15 minutes. We'll be back in about 14 minutes. We'll bring you the first half stats before we start third quarter action. So go ahead and refill your beverage, order another pizza, and we'll be back in 14 minutes. All right, everyone, head back to your computers. Let's talk about the first half. I'll give you but a moment to get there. Let's see, over for the Yellow Jackets, Graceland. Boy, off to a great start, aren't we? Leading the way was Bunton with 6 points. Behind her was Vermeer with 5 points. And a few players chipped in with 2 apiece. And only 15 points there in the first half, so Graceland's going to need to up their intensity by a whole bunch here in the third quarter. Over for the Pioneers, total points. The lead goes to Mackenzie Lowe with 8 points. Jordan Gonzalez chipped in with 6. Anna Ralston with 4. I still maintain Ralston had the best first half. 4 points, 4 assists. And then, let's see here, 3 rebounds. So, 4, 4, and 3. Pioneers shot 38% in that first half, which is not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad. But over on the other side, Graceland, they got to pick it up. They only shot 24% from the floor in that first half. They were 0 for 3 behind the three-point line. Pioneers weren't much better from behind the three-point line. They were 3 for 15. That's 20%. So both sides probably not having the offensive game they were dreaming at the beginning of the night, but still an entire half of basketball left. So we'll see what both sides come up with. Graceland is going to start with the ball, and we're back underway. The ball is in the hands of Nauman. So the Pioneers look like they're coming out of the break showing a little zone defense themselves. Again, that zone defense gave them fits in the first half, so now they're going to try it. See how Graceland likes it. Again, so far, struggling. Here's a shot, off-balance forced shot, rebounded by Megan Scott. Definitely not the look that Graceland wanted. Trailshawn Smith has the ball up the floor, gets it to Jordan Gonzalez. Back to Smith. Down low to Scott. Scott kicks it out. Mackenzie Lowe, 17 feet out. Couldn't get the friendly bounce, and it's controlled by Graceland. Now Nauman heading up the floor. Gets the ball over in the hands of Whitford. Back to Nauman. Down to Sager. Ball being worked around, high post. We're going to see if they can pick on Megan Scott, and I think they got her. Megan Scott's going to be called for another personal foul. And this is going to put Brooke Vermeer at the line to shoot 2. Second personal foul. Oh, they actually called Gonzalez on that. I thought it was Megan Scott. But Gonzalez gets her second personal foul. First shot was no good. Second free throw on the way. Missed them both. So fortunate for the Pioneers. They didn't give up any points. Smith ahead to Sargent. Sargent to Lowe. Now over to Smith, far side of your screen. Gets Gonzalez moving. Gonzalez around the screen, gets it to Smith again. Down low to Scott. Triple team comes. Scott spins away. Only hits the right side of the backboard. Started holding her arm to the official that she got hit. And now, oh boy, Sargent comes in hot. Looks like she had a great block. Must have been contact underneath. Graceland hit the deck hard. But everyone's up. This is going to put Vermeer at the line to shoot 2. Coach Lewis and the official discussing that call. Again, that up top, the block was perfect. The contact came with the bodies underneath. Vermeer, first free throw attempt on its way. And that one won't fall. Vermeer 0 for her last 3. And they are down there in Birdman territory. Ryan Robinson down there. And he gives it to every opposing player who shoots a free throw on his end. 0 for 4. And that is Birdman's corner. You shall not pass. Here's a 3-point attempt. No good from Sargent. Quick in the shot clock. Now rebounded by Graceland. And the Pioneers have to race all the way back after racing all the way down. They get it to Sager. Sager goes to Vermeer. Megan Scott's backing off Vermeer a little bit. Going to make her shoot a jump shot, not let her get all the way to the rim. And that ball still now being worked around the perimeter, down to 8. Nauman going to try and create, down to 5 in the post. Shot. Ooh, gets the friendly bounce. Mackenzie Lowe was there on defense, and Vermeer able to knock one down. Now they go back down low in the post. Mackenzie Lowe spins, fires off the glass, up and good. Thought Mackenzie Lowe might be a little far away for that kind of a shot, but nah. Oh, and now Sargent tips the ball away and then pushes her opponent to the deck. Yeah, if you hadn't had that little bump at the end, that would have been a great steal. So second personal foul on Sargent. Yeah, there's been a lot of bumping going on out there, especially here in the early stages, third quarter. Now Smith hits the deck, but she's all right. So Ralston heading to the scorer's table. She's going to check in. Now Vermeer goes around the screen, going to try on Mackenzie Lowe. Mackenzie Lowe sends that shot back. So it's another block for the Pioneers. Now Ralston comes back into the game. Scott takes a seat. 10 seconds left on the shot clock for Graceland. They're able to get it in. And now we're going to have a traveling call. Vermeer caught the inbound pass, but bobbled it, and her feet were still going. So the travel is called. Turnover on Graceland. Now they've got their press on. Sargent into Smith. Back to Sargent. Now this is where things get dicey. She goes to Ralston. Ralston ahead to Gonzalez. Hey, that worked out well. And then Gonzalez's entry pass was to no one in particular underneath the basket. To be fair, the cheerleader was wide open. I don't know, maybe that slipped out of her hands, but that wasn't even close. We're going to go with it slipped. There was some dew on the ball from the grass and just out of her hands. Now Graceland, they're still trying to get something going. Only 2 points here in the early stages of the third quarter. Here's another block by the Pioneers. Ralston ahead to Smith. Double team comes. Oh, Smith just coughed it up. Nauman heading down. Her shot no good. Rebound by Gonzalez. Ralston came down and made her really think about that layup. Now the Pioneers. Another pass down low that is to no one. I think that hit the back wall on the fly. Ralston with way too much pepper trying to get it down to Mackenzie Lowe. What is happening here? Somebody injected a rocket into the ball at halftime. That must be it. Now here's a shot, no good. Again, trying to work down in the post against Mackenzie Lowe. That is ill-advised for most players. And yeah, I would say that's a foul. Nauman laughed. She knew it. You could hear it. You could probably hear it over my headset because it was right in front of us here at the table. So just a second personal foul for Nauman. The Pioneers are going to inbound from the sideline right in front of your broadcast position. Austenson's come back into the game. They're going to give Charles Sean Smith a breather. 29-17, 12-point lead for the Pioneers. Back in that zone. Gonzalez down low. Mackenzie Lowe spins, fires, left it short. Russia shot a little bit. Rebounded by Whitford. There's a long pass ahead. Layup attempt. Wow, a little reverse layup, up and good. Difficult shot, made to look easy by Vermeer. Now Nauman knocks the ball out of bounds. With that, Manning checks back in. Whitford's going to take a seat. Austenson inbounds it to Gonzalez. Pioneers up by 10, 29-19. I know they'd really love to kind of get away from Graceland, but that is not happening. Now here's a pass. Knocked loose, kicked, and it's going to go back to Graceland. Another turnover on the Pioneers. So I'm going to refresh my stats here. I was looking at halftime. Let's go ahead and talk about turnovers. Neither side wants to talk about turnovers right now. It is 20 turnovers for the Pioneers, 15 for Graceland. So turnovers are a huge problem for both squads. Now Nauman knocks the rebound out of Austenson's hand. So getting another chance is Graceland. They go down low. Sager's shot. No good. No! They're going to say the last touch by the Pioneers, although it didn't look like it. And actually, I think another official is going to come in, and I'm hoping he's going to reverse this because this should not stay with Graceland. They absolutely were the last to touch it out of bounds. Could tell that from over here. So the officials are going to talk things over. We'll see. Actually, we're just going to see which one has more seniority because they both disagree. I'd love to know how this conversation goes with the officials. All right, now they have reversed it to Pioneer ball. And again, I believe that's the correct call. But considering the amount of turnovers the Pioneers have, we might just give it right back to them. Gonzalez, into Irwin. Back to Gonzalez and taken away, but the Pioneers are bailed out by a foul call. Little contact between Rachel Bunton and Irwin. And so she gets called for the personal, and Coach Lewis of the Pioneers would like to talk things over. Has called the timeout. Just a 30-second timeout, so we're going to keep things here. But we have 5:08 remaining in the third quarter. Oh, no, they've changed it to a full timeout. So we'll go ahead and step away for 60 seconds, mainly so I can get another drink of water, and we'll be right back. All right, we're back, ready to return to action. The Pioneers breaking their huddle. Pioneers will inbound when they're joined by the Yellow Jackets. Here they come. To my knowledge, no changes made during that substitution for either side. Looks like both sides staying with their same five. And the Pioneers get it in, and here we go. Gonzalez with the ball. Gonzalez looking to create, working to her left. Gets it over to Austinson. Skip pass, Sargent. High post, Irvin. Ball worked around the perimeter. Pioneers really struggling to get something going. And now Ralston, the entry pass to the post, just right off of her shin. Out of bounds it goes. There's turnover 22 for the Pioneers. Now Graceland up the floor. This is Nauman getting her half-court offense set up, slowing the pace for a moment. Again, I say just for a moment. They work it down low, and there's a shot just, boy, I don't even know how to describe it. Jalen Irvin said, nah. And now here's a foul call. We'll see which Pioneer they get for this. This is going to be on Anna Ralston. With that, Trelshawn Smith checking into the game. Sargent's going to take a seat. And Brooke Vermeer at the line. She's going to shoot too, but again, she's been having a horrible time from the charity stripe over her last few attempts. Let's see if she's got it measured now. First shot is good. Yeah, I thought she might. Birdman was being a little polite on that one. Let's see if he gets back into it this time. Here he goes. Nope, he's still being nice. And that one falls as well. See, we need you, Birdman. Pioneers need the Birdman. So after two made free throws, the Pioneer lead is 8. Trelshawn Smith gets it up the floor to Ralston. Ralston down low. Irvin's layup attempt, no good. Ralston gets the rebound. And now they're going to call a jump ball. Okay. So the ball's going to stay with the Pioneers, and possession arrow will now change to favor Graceland on the next jump ball. 19 seconds left. Now the officials want to talk things over. Maybe the one official is going to say that was the quickest jump ball call I've ever seen in my life. He'd be correct for saying so. Austinson looking for the inbound, long pass, able to get it into Ralston. Ralston to Gonzalez. Gonzalez open for three, on its way. No good. And Irvin not able to chase down the rebound, and now a travel call. And that's going to be a turnover. This is on Sager. Sager pleading with the official, saying that she dribbled the ball. I do think she got knocked off balance when she came down with that rebound, maybe a foot drug. That's best I can think of on that particular call. And now the Pioneers are going to throw this away. Off the inbound pass, they throw it to no one in particular. Layup on the right side. That is up and good by Rachel Bunton. Quickly down the floor. Austinson with it. Slows the pace. Gets it out to Trellshawn Smith. Smith needs to try and create. Driving, dishes. Ralston from the baseline. 14 feet. Too strong. Irvin, great back tap. Able to get that to Trellshawn Smith. And I'm no coach, nor do they pay me to be, but I think Trellshawn, it's about time for her to take this game over. The Pioneers need some offense in the worst way, because guess what? Here is another turnover. A long skip pass across the entire floor from Austinson. Goes over the head of her intended target. And that's another turnover on the Pioneers. I don't disagree with you in the chat room. That is why I think it is time for Trellshawn to take over this game, which he has done on occasion. You can just see when she's like, okay, we're done playing, it's my turn. Oh, and a three-point bank shot by Sager. Wow. If she shot 10 of those, I think she makes one. That shot was ridiculous. And wow, now Nauman just comes in and mauls Irvin. Going to be called for the personal foul on that one. Slightly. Here's a replay of that bank three. That's ridiculous. Not an easy shot. That is a difficult shot. Alea Scott coming in for Graceland. To my knowledge, her first action of the evening. Now Sargent gets it into Trellshawn Smith. Smith tried an entry pass to Scott. Over her head. Another turnover on the Pioneers. I think someone's going to need to get a blood pressure cuff on Coach here. He's not all right with this. Pioneer lead is only 3. 29-26. As we're coming down to the later stages of third quarter. Now here's a takeaway by the Pioneers. They have a 3-on-1. Let's see what happens. To Scott. Scott's layup. Missed everything. Rebounded by Manning. You've got to be kidding me. Now Trellshawn Smith takes it away from Manning. Manning thought it was her own teammate. And now Smith is fouled on the layup attempt. She will go to the line to shoot two. That thing almost dropped. But now Scott's going to be called for the personal foul. Trellshawn is at the line to shoot two. Much needed points for the Pioneers.
That's your first.
First free throw on the way. Got it. One more coming up. Second free throw is good. Trellshawn Smith able to knock down some free throws for the Pioneers. Pioneers need to stop right here. Up by 5, 31-26.
No foul.
They get it to Manning. The ball being worked around. Now to Sager, who hit that crazy bank three-pointer here a moment ago. Manning now has it underneath. Kicks it out. Difficult shot. And wow, how does that go in? Rachel Bunton with the second circus shot of the quarter for her. I mean, she must practice these. Now that trap is on. Gonzalez dribbles through. Gets it to Lowe. Over to Sargent. Sargent to Gonzalez, I guess. Boy, Gonzalez at least chased it down if that was wild. Trellshawn Smith wants the ball and wants to slow the pace of this. She is screaming for it. Now she's got it. But down with 7 on the shot clock, is going to have to create. Down to Mackenzie Lowe, who got left open. Nice look from Trellshawn Smith. So Mackenzie Lowe with 2 points. 33-28. 1:35 remaining in the third quarter. Headset cord is so loud today. Here's a shot. Wow, sent away by Trellshawn Smith. Great block. Now she wants on the other side. And Gonzalez with it in the post to Lowe. Double team comes, kicks it out to Scott. Scott's going to be called for the travel. Scott caught in a moment of indecision. Didn't know if she was going to shoot it or dribble it. And did a little bit of both. Mbark is checked back in for Graceland. Vermeer takes a seat. Right now, Bunton is the high scorer on the floor for Graceland, so the Pioneers need to look out. Mbark's going to try and spin, and she travels. The officials calling it tight for all the bigs on both sides. They're not going to let them get away with extra steps down there in the post. So now Vermeer's going to take a seat. And checking in is Vincent. So there's no real high scores on the floor right now for Graceland. That's worth noting as they're still trying to catch back up, down 5. Trelshawn Smith for 3 says they are now down 8. 3-point shot from Trelshawn. They go to Membark, down low. She kicks it up top to Vincent. Vincent over to Scott. Scott working right. Now ball being worked around, Manning with it, halfway through their shot clock, has a lane, and that's going to be, oh geez. Trelshawn Smith goes into the stands, but she's all right, has to chase to get back to the play. Trying to save the ball from going out of bounds, but tipped it right to Graceland, and now here's a turnover. Oh, and again, second time today that shot clock buzzer has stopped a fast break for the Pioneers. Oof. Boom, there's a replay right there of Trelshawn Smith's last 3-point shot. And with that, quickly, Vermeer back onto the floor. Scott takes a seat. Let's see, shot clock is dead here in the last moments of the third quarter. 15 seconds left. Trelshawn Smith has it. Has the play from Coach Lewis. Down to 8. Offense starts to move. They're in the corner. Gonzalez for 3. No way. Way short. Low has a chance to put it back up. She's fouled with 1.5 seconds left in the third quarter. Mackenzie Lowe is fouled on the layup attempt. It's going to go to the line to shoot 2. Membark called for the personal foul.
That's your second, 5th team foul.
First free throw is good for Mackenzie Lowe.
One more shot.
Second shot, no good. Oh, Sargent got it at the buzzer. Shot's no good. Sargent tried one dribble to her left to free up space. She might have had a better look if she'd just gone right back up with it, but that's easy for me to say sitting over here at a table. With the end of 3, it is 37-28. Pioneers on top. We've got 10 minutes left to decide this game. Step away for 60 seconds, and we'll be right back. All right, we're ready. Last quarter of basketball coming up. Again, this is our last regular season home doubleheader. Now, the ladies will have a standalone game on Monday, February 22nd. Go to MNUsports.com to get the game time, because I'm not 100% sure. I'm pretty sure it's 5:30, but I've been wrong before. And then, of course, we will have tournament action. You know, the home team is the higher seed, so the Pioneers will be looking at a really good seed. Here's a steal by Trelshawn Smith. Smith ahead of the field, and she is fouled and hits the deck hard. Vermeer helps her up. Vermeer didn't have a soft landing either. Good hustle from Vermeer to chase down that play. This can put Trelshawn at the line to shoot 2. But as I was saying, for the end-of-season tournament, or for the Hart tournament, the conference tournament, higher seeds get the home game, and so Pioneers we'll have a good seed, number 1 or 2. So they should be looking at their fair share of home games, barring upset. So we'll have those. Those will be at the very tail end of February. First free throw from Smith. Hits the front of the rim and then bounces off to the right. So no good on the first one. She'll have one more. Pioneers trying to get this back to a double-digit lead. Smith can hit this. They'll have 10 and deep. It's now 38-28. Pioneers on top. To answer the question in the chat room, Graceland is from Iowa. They are up in Iowa, where it is probably colder up there than down here. They're about to send their weather to us here shortly. There's Vermeer. Tried a scoop layup. I think she was trying to get that foul call on Megan Scott, but she was out of control. That shot just went up and over the backboard. If there is a Graceland fan in the chat room who wants to give us the town that Graceland is located in, please share, because I don't recall off the top of my head. Lemoyne? Is it Lemoyne, Iowa? There's a layup attempt by Mackenzie Lowe, no good. Rebounded by Graceland, and they're off to the races. And now this is going to be a foul on Trelshawn Smith as she was trying to stop the fast break. Mistimed her block attempt just by half a second. Had contact, and this is going to send Sophia Whitford to the line to shoot 2.
Sophia Whitford at the line, shooting 2.
No, Iola. No, it's not Iola. No. Okay, I was close. Thank you. Lamoni, Iowa. First free throw was no good. Second one on the way. Got it. So Whitford goes 1 for 2 at the line. Now the Pioneers have to deal with this press again. Gonzalez with it to Scott. And now ahead to Smith. So the Pioneers are able to beat the press. Smith driving, dishes it down low. Great look to Mackenzie Lowe. 2 points good on the left side for the Pioneers. Now the Pioneers are going to throw in a little backcourt pressure of their own. And there's the turnover. Taken away, I think it was knocked away by Lowe and then handled by Gonzalez. And so now Gonzalez gets it to Sargent. Sargent to Smith. 8:30 remaining in the game. They go to Sargent. High post to Lowe. Touch pass out. Gonzalez for 3 from the corner. Got it! And Jordan Gonzalez knocks down the 3-point shot. And with that, a full timeout is called by the bench of Graceland. They would like to talk things over as the Pioneers are now trying to run away and hide here in the last quarter of the game. 43-29 is your score. We'll step away for 60 seconds and we'll be right back. All right, both sides returning to the court. The stat we've really been watching tonight, where I think a lot of this game's story has been told. Turnovers, 26-22. Now Graceland inbounding. They have it with Nauman. Nauman's been the steady hand, but this pass is tipped high from Trelshawn Smith. Gonzalez comes down with it ahead to Smith. Layup good from the right side. So good defense from Trelshawn Smith, showing that she can absolutely jump out of this arena. Ooh, here's good movement. Ariel Sargent with good defense. Ball blocked underneath, and last touch by Graceland. You say Graceland, a lot of credit to them. They were able to break the Pioneers' press like it wasn't even there. But then when they got the ball down low, troubles began as the Pioneer bigs were able to block a few shots and send them away. So now the Pioneers again breaking the press. Smith ahead to Mackenzie Lowe. Mackenzie Lowe with it. Gets it out to Trelshawn Smith. Smith's going to slow the pace. Pioneers have no need to be in a hurry. Trying to keep this lead. Get the clock to all zeros. Trelshawn Smith drives, kicks it out. Sargent now whips it around. Gonzalez, 3 on the way. Nope, off to the left. Rebounded by Mackenzie Lowe. She gets it to Trelshawn. Trelshawn tried to drop it off with Megan Scott, and Scott is fouled. So the Pioneers are going to inbound from the baseline with 17 seconds left on their shot clock. Mubarak and Manning are checking back in.
Number 20, Sophia Whitford.
Vermeer and Whitford take a seat.
Correction, 20 seconds on this shot clock.
Now, Smith driving, reverse layup. Mubarak got a piece of it. And now Trailshot Smith, unhappy with getting her shot blocked, was wreaking havoc on the defense. Now Mubarak's shot, no good. And rebounded by Megan Scott. A lot of contact underneath, and the officials are kind of swallowing the whistles right now. At least for this particular, 3 seconds. There's another one, no call. Jeez. So they go high post to Scott, and Scott's gonna get called with a travel again. Gonna be another turnover on the Pioneers. Probably hear Coach Lewis arguing that one a little bit. I think it was probably correct. Those feet just get moving before the ball gets down. So now Graceland working around Manning. Gets it over to Sager. Sager, long pass, and Trailshot Smith able to get a hand on it, knocks it out of bounds. So that's going to keep Nauman from catching it clean. She would have had a shot. Changes being made. Lowe and Scott leave for the Pioneers. Ralston and Irvin come on. So keeping the same size on the floor always good for the Pioneers. Down to 4. Sager has to create. I don't think they know how much time is left, and now they're bailed out by a foul call. Anna Ralston's going to be called for the personal foul with 1 second left on the shot clock. And Graceland had no clue that they were almost out of time. So total bailout. And now here's a shot. No good. Boy, I heard contact, and again, the officials called nothing underneath. I could hear it all the way over here. You know, I'm always one of those people. If you're going to call it loose on both ends. If you're going to call it tight on both ends. But don't change your mind halfway through. Ralston couldn't get it to fall. What a shot. And it just sat there on the front of the rim and then decided to fall off the front. Again, the only thing I ask from my officials is consistency. Now Manning, wow, what a great drive. Layup good on the left side for Manning. Made that look easy. Absorbed the contact. He still put it through. Now Gonzalez dribbling through the double team. Gets it out to Irvin. Irvin, ooh, dangerous pass. Gets it to Sargent. Sargent working right, then left. Long pass to Gonzalez. Down low, Ralston, good position, and Mubarak able to knock the pass away. Here's going to be an uncontested layup on the right side, up and good. And that's knocked down from Bunton. So Bunton comes up with 2. Pioneers not out of the woods yet with 5:20 remaining, only up by 12. Smith just goes right around the double team. And her shot from Mubarak is erased, or over Mubarak is erased. And again, Bunton the other way. She's just outrunning the Pioneers field right now. That's twice now. Quick 4-point swing. Now just the 10-point lead for the Pioneers. 45-35. And oh boy, there it is again. Another turnover. And now great job by Ariel Sargent to chase that down. Just saved the Pioneers 2 points. Camera person upstairs is going to have a sore arm from all the back and forth. Real quick. Turnover. Smith driving. Drops it off with Irvin. Irvin's layup, no good. Back tap, and it goes right to Mubarak. Now Mubarak sends the pass too far ahead. Into the scorer's table it goes. And a fortunate turnover for the Pioneers. Not so fortunate if you are a Yellow Jacket fan. Now we're changing bigs again. Irvin and Ralston take a seat. Lowe and Scott return to the floor. All right, and before we continue on, a timeout was granted to Graceland, called by their head coach. Just a 30-second timeout. Let's keep things right here. Now I got to talk. So the whole reason we have to mute this thing when we go to full timeouts is YouTube will flag us for playing music, copyrighted music, although it is only over the PA system for the enjoyment of those in attendance. YouTube doesn't know that, nor do they care, and so we would get in trouble, so I have to talk over it. Turnovers, let's take a look at those because that's been fun. 28 turnovers for the Pioneers, 24 for Graceland. So both of them, both squads really struggling with ball control tonight.
That song is dedicated to Ron Jackson, ladies and gentlemen.
Pioneers are shooting 34% from the floor, 29% for Graceland, so they've raised their shooting percentage here in the second half. You knew it wasn't going to stay 20% for the whole game. They've been shooting better and getting a lot of those uncontested layups on turnovers. Always helpful. Smith's going to take a three for the Pioneers. No good off the right side. Mackenzie Lowe, great position, gets the rebound, kicks it back out. Sargent's going to try her hand, and she knocks it down. Ariel Sargent knocks down the three-point shot, extending the Pioneer lead. And now here's another pass. Too tall for the intended target. This is Nauman overshooting her target. And so, turnover on Graceland, ball back to the Pioneers. 4 minutes remaining in the ball game. Trell Smith with it for the Pioneers. Goes to Mackenzie Lowe. Lowe drops it off with Gonzalez. Gonzalez in the high post to Scott. Try to touch pass down low to Mackenzie Lowe, taken away from Mubarak, who is too tall and athletic for those kind of passes. They're not going to get through. Another turnover on the Pioneers. Manning drives. Her pass, boy, that got saved. And now here, thrown away by Bunton. Gonzalez ahead to Scott. Scott's layup, right side, up and good. You always reward the big for running the floor. Your center runs the floor, you reward them. Now taken away. No, Manning able to wrestle it away from Lowe and Smith. Boy, howdy. Now Manning finally loses it as she was triple teamed. And there was nothing doing. Now Trell Smith with it for the Pioneers, again slowing the pace. We're going to have to replace the turnover button on the official score table. Gonzalez, three-point attempt, no good. And Bark with the rebound. Gets it to Nauman. Nauman trying to race up the floor. Couldn't quite get behind the Pioneer defense. Now she goes down low to Mubarak, but Mubarak not able to corral that pass. Out of bounds it goes. Got a replay coming up. Here's Ariel Sargent knocking down the tray. Boom.
And number 21.
Now Sargent throws it into Gonzalez. Back to Sargent. Now to Gonzalez. Ooh, Scott was wide open. They missed her. Able to get it across half court. The press is broken. Trell Smith with the ball. Down to 7. Boy, how did our shot clock go down that quick? Trell Smith with a little jumper in the paint. No good. Now Megan Scott's going to be called for the personal as she came racing in, trying to corral that ball. It's going to be a loose ball foul on Megan Scott.
That's her third.
Larry, that was a full 30 right there?
Yeah, the coaches realized the shot clock never got reset. And so, oh, now another foul on Scott. This is going to be her fourth.
Number 42, Megan Scott. That's her
So
fourth.
going to the line to shoot two. This is going to be Aaliyah Scott. Aaliyah Scott, I'm sorry.
Aaliyah Scott inside, but we should do 2.
So Scott's first free throw attempt. Got it. She'll have one more. And now the second one is off to the right. Pioneers with the rebound. They get it across to Trell Smith. Trap comes for her. She works it away to Gonzalez. Gonzalez goes to the top of the key to Scott. Now over to Smith. Sargent in the corner. Three-pointer on the way. No good. Scott not able to get the rebound. Wisely backed off to avoid the foul call. Again, Scott's playing with 4 personals. One more and her night will be done. Here's an entry pass knocked away by Mackenzie Lowe, but corralled by Scott. Graceland keeps their possession alive. Nothing doing. They're down to 10 seconds on their shot clock. Scott's going to have to try and create. Got tripped up by Mubarak, so her own screener tripped her. And now a timeout called by the bench of Graceland to keep the possession alive. They're going to have 4 seconds left on their shot clock when they inbound. 1:31 remaining in the game, just a 30-second timeout. Pioneers up by 14. It's 50-36, again with 1:31 remaining. As we are here in the fourth quarter. Pioneers shooting 34%. Yellow Jackets shooting 29%. Neither side doing all that great behind the three-point line. The Pioneers are 6 for 25. That's 24%. And then 1 for 4 for Graceland. That's 25%. Both sides almost identical from the charity stripe. Identically bad. If you're... Thank you, buzzer. I got it. Jeez. If you're under 50% from the free throw line, you're having a bad night. Both sides are under 50%. 45% for Graceland, 44% for the Pioneers. Pioneers are controlling the glass at 46-34. And again, Graceland will inbound with only 4 seconds left on their shot clock. They get it in Scott, 2. And, well, that shot did. No, Anna, it hit.
Last time, Larry, you did the same thing. You stopped the game.
Yeah, that's a mental gaffe on Anna Ralston. She heard the buzzer, but the shot hit the rim, so the shot clock would have been reset. Ralston had the rebound, just needed to continue on as normal. Instead, just tried to hand it off to the ref, and it goes out of bounds. So, anyway, the missed shot, no damage really done. Pioneers with the ball. Sargent has it. Gets it to Gonzalez. Now over to the steadier hands of Trellshawn Smith. She's going to control down to 15. Now they're going to force her to make a move. She drives, gets it to Lowe. Lowe to Sargent. Back to Lowe. High post to Ralston. Ralston spins, fires up and good. So from the high post, they feed the post underneath, and Ralston comes up with 2 points, 52-36. 50 seconds remaining in the game. Vermeer's going to drive. Tries to lower a shoulder into Ralston, and her feet shuffled after the contact. Travel call. Ball back to the Pioneers. Down to 45 seconds. Sargent with it. Long pass ahead to Ralston. Ralston gets it across half court. Drops it off with Smith. So again, as we're coming down to the last moments here of the ball game, make sure you go to MNUsports.com. Check for scheduling. Again, the next home game is going to be Monday, February 22nd. That will be women only. There's a pass to Mackenzie Lowe. She spins, fires. Nothing happened there. Missed everything. 20 seconds left. So, yeah, so they'll be here Monday, February 22nd, and then just stay at MNUsports.com for schedules when the conference tournament starts. Down to 10 seconds left, and they're going to keep pressure on Gonzalez, who needs it to cross half court. Gets it to Smith, now to Ralston, who wasn't ready for it. Back to Gonzalez, and that's going to do it for the ball game. So your final score, 52-36. The Pioneers able to improve on the season. I think this makes them, oh boy, I should have looked. I think it's 13-3 now overall. 13-3, 13-2. I think 13-3. Either way, doing well. They will play next Monday. No, in a couple Mondays. And then, yeah, that's going to do it. That's going to do it. I'm waiting for the stats to go final. We'll bring you the final stats as soon as they...
Sorry you had to hear me out.
All good, Coach. No worries. There we go. Now they're final. All right, so the Pioneers finished the game shooting 34%. It was 27% for Graceland. 24% behind the three-point line for the Pioneers. 20% for the Yellow Jackets. Free throw line, 44-45, like we'd gone over. Rebounds, 49-35. Pioneers controlled the glass. That's 17 offensive rebounds to 10, 32 defensive rebounds to 25. Let's see if there's anything else. Assists, Pioneers had 17 assists, 10 assists over for the Yellow Jackets. Turnovers, oh my goodness, 30-29. Pioneers had more turnovers, 30-29. Bench points, Pioneers bench helped a little more, 11-5. Blocks, the Pioneers did great with the blocks, 11-4. And let's see, anything else of note? Actually, the Pioneers got beat on points in the paint. Graceland with 33 points, Pioneers with 30. Second chance points, 18 for the Pioneers, only 2 for Graceland. And then we really don't care about personal fouls at this point, I would say. We have a new stat system, which is nice, but I'm not sure how to get it to the individual players. Let's see, let me go back. Nope, that's not it either. Oh, here we go. Here we go. See, I think I got it. I got it figured out. Here we go. All right. So leading the way for Graceland in total points. Bunton with 14. Vermeer with 11. Sager with 5. Manny with 4. Over for the Pioneers. Leading the way was Mackenzie Lowe with 15. Jordan Gonzalez with 9. Trellshawn Smith with 8. And Anna Ralston with 6. And if you want complete stats from the game, you can find them on the game day stats for MNUsports.com. So we have the men coming up next. 22 minutes is how they've set the clock, so we'll be back in 22 minutes for Game 2 of our doubleheader. If you are heading out, thank you very much for joining us here on the Pioneer Sports Network. Appreciate it as always. And we will see you on our next broadcast. Good night, everybody. Men's team, we'll see you here in 20 minutes.